Today on Suncoast View, more luxury living comes to the Rosemary District. We'll tell you what the new Bayside Club will include for residents.
Summer vacation doesn't mean Sarasota teachers are on break from learning. We'll hear about a group who traveled to South Africa to spread their love for digital learning.
And it's hard to make yourself stick to a fitness and a workout plan, so a new team training gym in Sarasota might be the perfect solution. We'll give F45 a try today. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Will Loera from Florida's Studio Theater Improv.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here.
Big week.
We've been training in improv, of course.
That was really nice.
So tell us why it's such a big week.
So the 10th annual Sarasota Improv Festival will be this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, featuring tons of shows and workshops from troops all over Florida, all over the country, and the world.
You know, this
put
is
us on the map.
I was just
Everybody
going to
knows
say,
about
this is something that to us is, you know, it's happened every year. Florida Studio has such a great improv presence. We think this is all just the way it is, but this is not a big a deal everywhere as we've made it here. Congratulations to you for that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely reached a global appreciation. I mean, we have people that are coming in from all over the country just to attend, not even to perform, just to come see this, because it is a special collection of ensembles.
It surprises me that people are coming from all over the world to perform, and they're doing it in another language, and we understand.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, and then for me, like, I mean, A, it's amazing that they do it. B, they're still funny in another language. Right? To see these guys from Spain and from France master not only our language, but the humor of our language is amazing.
And he's such a great example. I mean, we talk about the economic impact of the arts. Will was a performer coming to travel to do the festival years ago, and then now lives here and is contributing to our arts community. So it does bring people, performers from all over, to know that the Suncoast and Sarasota are a thriving arts community.
And we get that all the time with these performers that come in. They cannot believe not only the arts culture, but our audiences are so appreciative. And that was the first thing I noticed as a performer 10 years ago. I came in and I was like, these audiences are intelligent. I want to work with them more. And now I do.
We love to hear that.
We do. We're excited about the 10th anniversary of the festival, and we'll learn more about it as we go throughout the show. We are also happy to see a familiar face back in the kitchen. Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange, back from her summer travels with hopefully some great new recipes for us. What are we making today?
We're going to do a crisp coastal salad with our coastal blend that we make in the store. Very nice, light and refreshing. And then we're going to do a Italian sausage and broccolini.
Oh, that sounds very good. And light and refreshing is key with the hot weather we have right now. So we look forward to learning about that.
Broccolini, I'm looking forward to that.
Have you had broccolini?
I haven't. I'm trying to learn to make it.
Okay, we're going to find out more. Good. Well, Will, not only are you busy, of course, with the improv here, but your family is always off on some marvelous adventure. But I understand that you have a very cool theme going within your family for travel.
Yes.
Tell us what you are destined and set out to do.
So my wife and I, a few years ago, set out a project for our family. We're like, let us visit all 50 states. Now, a lot of people take on that project, right, and that challenge, but we wanted to do it in alphabetical order, right? And we wanted to sort of look at each state as if it was its own foreign country, like research it extensively and find out what to do within it. So we already knocked out Alabama, we did Alaska, and now this last week we went to Arizona. It was a 5-day trip, and I wish we had 10, 15 days because it was such an amazing trip. It was all over.
Okay, that is amazing.
Yeah, that was our trip. That was in Tombstone. We happened to be in Tombstone. This was not planned. We were in Tombstone on the 25th anniversary of the film Tombstone. Oh. So it was like Halloween for the Old West. We walked into this photo shop, and they took that picture of us. And there's, of course, our two girls, Layla and Olivia, behind with the stagecoach and horses. And they absolutely loved it. I mean, all of the different people dressed up in so many different ways. It was great. And, of course, we went to Sedona, the Grand Canyon, Flagstaff. I wish we had more time. It was great.
What great things for the girls. Yes. What great memories this is making.
Yes, thank you.
The geography behind this is bothering me, though. I got to tell you. I mean, because if you actually list them, which I'm now going to do, in alphabetical order and analyze where they are in the country. This is no easy task. I mean, you're not going to be like banging out 4 or 5 on a stop here because they're dotted all over.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so I mean, we have, Arkansas is up next, and then after that, California. So we're not going to be able to do those back to back.
But you can't do one every year, or you'll never get
we'll never
there.
get it, all right? Or maybe it's incentive to live that long. I don't know.
Well, I'm worried that they're never going to see Wyoming, so you need to pick up the pace.
Up our pace.
You know, I am. All right, that's a great way to do it. And I literally am going to put them in alphabetical order now because I'm worried about you. It's bothering me. The practicality of this is killing me. All right, we're glad you're with us. It is time for our first hot topic, and another luxury condo building is coming to the Rosemary District. It's called the Bayside Club. It'll be at Coconut and May Lane with 253 units, both for rent and sale, from the high 200s to the 600s for purchase. It's described as resort-style living. There'll be commercial space, a restaurant, courtyards. Dog lovers, listen up, even a bark park. This is the sister property to Cityside, which is already underway. Bayside will open in fall of 2020 with pre-sale units available this fall. Linda, I know you keep saying, how can we possibly need more?
Yes, I'm worried about what they're going to do. Thank goodness for improv. Thank goodness for theaters. But you don't want to just sit in the condo. You go to the condo because there's something there to do and see. So we've got the beaches and we've got great restaurants, but we've got to keep adding that sort of thing to keep up with all of these new condos.
Yes, I'm so happy to see the Rosemary District having this growth. I'm a little sad, to be honest, that it didn't happen 10 years ago when you had Derek's restaurant, and you had, I was working there as part of the Hub Incubator when it was there. You had the florist, you had all these great, there was a great coffee shop on the corner, I think, seems like the Olive Oil Company or something like that.
Right.
Yes.
And those businesses one by one closed and left because they didn't feel the support. And so I wish that it all would have happened then, but I guess the timing is what it is.
So now the residents are coming.
Yeah, I walked around and said, oh, this will never work. What are these people thinking? There'll never be anything here. I drove down there this morning. Oh, there is something here.
Yeah, the residential is there, but it does need some support.
And this concept of everything you need is in the building is what I'm intrigued in to see if people will embrace. Like the idea of you don't even have to walk your dog outside of the buildings because there's a little park for it. And I don't know if people want that or if they want the ability to live close to everything else, or maybe a combo.
I
don't know.
wouldn't want that. I want to get out and see other people and see other sites. That would really bother me being in a box.
But that could bring down, I guess, the cost of living if this is all encompassed in your rent.
And what if you don't want to drive a car? I mean, all we do around here is complain about the traffic, so wouldn't it be nice not to need one?
Right.
I mean, the concept of I can have the store right down the street and the restaurant at the foot of my building. I mean, you don't have to go anywhere if you don't want to, and I like that ability.
I have the need to travel, even if it's downtown.
Right.
So I need to go somewhere and get out of my house.
And you're not far from that neighborhood, right? Are you near in Gillespie?
I'm in Gillespie, so I'm right next door to Rosemary,
Yeah.
and just to feel I don't want to call it encroachment because that almost sounds negative, but like to feel downtown moving out towards 10th Street.
To feel the movement.
Oh,
in
you
the
could
air.
feel it. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There's like a certain energy that's starting to
Which is
grow.
a great thing.
It is. I'm very excited about
no.
it, and I hope that this continued development will just continue that positive growth of that energy.
Well, and it's going to give neighborhoods like Gillespie places that you can walk to dinner,
Right.
Because that was sort of missing before. There was that kind of dead zone in between
that's
10th over to Fruitville, and now it's all becoming one and vibrant. So it's a good thing.
Very exciting.
It continues. The development isn't ending. All right, so when you travel on an airplane, do you make small talk with your seatmates? Well, a fun story on Twitter details how a seat swap enabled 2 strangers to meet, and then a relationship developed throughout the flight. They shared a cheese board. They were actually kind of touching when they deplaned. Now, how do we know all this? The girl sitting behind them did request the seat swap, but then she detailed every moment of their interaction
That would
on
so bug
Twitter.
me.
Well, I'm bothered on a couple levels here. I mean, there they are deplaning, and obviously the seat swap worked great, and maybe now they're bays, as they say. But have you ever thought about the fact that somebody behind you is literally listening and detailing your every
Thinking
conversation?
About it now. Yeah, I'm gonna write everything out. And then when
I
I'm
have
talking
argued with
to
my
them.
husband on airplanes, not loudly, but importantly and intensely, because I've got him strapped down and I know he can't leave if I want to go over something. And then you think about, what if somebody behind me is like, oh, you should hear this lady nagging at her husband.
This is was very intrusive. And then they came to conclusions. Now, suppose these people were in other relationships. That would have been
They could have
really
been outed.
Yeah.
Good
Right.
point.
I'm just happy when I get a seat and the person next to me isn't either like eating something stinky or taking off their shoes or like leaning over into my seat. So I mean, they scored, these two.
Well, yeah, I mean, it worked out. But you would like sitting next to me because I have gone from the, needing a little air and space around me and sitting on the aisle to sitting on the window, leaning over as far as I can, jacketing the side of my face and making it clear, don't speak to me. And I feel so bad that even when you'll be like, oh, hey, what brought you into wherever I'm coming from? I'm like, work.
Right.
I like that though, because I believe in setting the tone from the first
Yeah, I'm
interaction.
bad.
Whether you're I'm open to talking or a no. You
No.
know, this is only a 5-hour relationship.
I have met some
And my
really
eyes will be
great
closed.
people. we were on like a 20-hour flight when we went to Africa. No, it was New Zealand we went to.
Yeah.
And so the couple next to me, we were talking a long time, and they kept saying, "Oh, you've got to write a book. And we should start in this airplane seat at this moment."
We got 20 hours. We might as well.
We're going to come up with something really good by the end of the flight.
2 takeaways. You never know who you'll sit next to, so I
Right.
should probably be a more open person on an airplane. And number 2, you never know who's listening.
Yes.
Be careful what you say. It'll end up on
I
social
think that's
media.
true anywhere, because in restaurants, I can hear what people at other tables are saying,
True.
and I love to listen to them.
Ears open. All right, well, Linda has told us repeatedly this is one of the happiest times of her life, and that apparently she is not alone in that thought. A new study says that older people are more successful at warding off unhappiness than millennials. It reportedly has to do with our brains. Older brains are wired to block off threats per se, things that would hinder bad memories from being created, whereas young people's brains are described as more hypervigilant and they react more to emotions. Do you understand how that study came out?
I certainly do, because things don't upset me as much as they used to. I can pick out the positive things and let the other things, the little problems that develop along the way.
You learn to
I
let
can
it go.
I can let that go and look for the good things. I mean, when you're I was telling my granddaughters, as you walk along the path, you see flowers. They were seeing the stones, and we're going to be attacked by an alligator. No, you'll get to see it before it hits you.
Did that come in this golden age of your life? Were you more stressed out when you were younger?
I think I was.
Okay.
I think I was more, everything was death or life. Everything was so important. And now I can just let it go.
I
Gives me
realize
hope.
that raising teenagers, though, because that you see the hyper emotion and everything is so earth-shattering and big, and you remember being like that. I remember feeling like that even well after teenage years. But you get to a point where, as Linda said, you just appreciate what you can appreciate, let go what you can let go. In your 20s and 30s, the millennials this study refers to, they're not there yet.
Yeah.
You're still hyper-focused on everything, such a big deal.
Yeah,
And it is such a big
It is
deal.
a big deal.
So it's life showing us this is where we are now, this is where we are at this point. So we have to change along the way, and changing is hard sometimes.
Along the lines of what you were saying, I think as I've gotten older as well, I've been able to find the things that make me happier faster, right? Like and now I know what those things are, or what those activities, those people, those conversations, that I could just immediately put myself in a place of happiness. Where I think when I was younger, I couldn't. Like I was constantly looking for that.
But when you say, now that I'm older, you make me laugh.
I know, but Linda, I'm telling you, it's one of the best life lessons you've given all of us, is that it only gets better. So we're very
does.
excited about that.
Thank
So many of us have counted Barbie as one of our childhood friends. Well, now she's going more high-tech, as is everything else. Mattel has revealed a new line of dolls aimed at teaching girls as young as 7 how to code. It's a partnership with the computer system Tinker. Robotics engineer Barbie offers 6 free coding lessons to anyone who purchases the doll. She's dressed in jeans, she's got a graphic t-shirt, she wears protective goggles and denim. Only 24% of STEM careers, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, involve women. So go Barbie for continuing to interest
absolutely.
the girls. And I love your Barbie story.
Oh,
Didn't she get you reporter Barbie help?
Oh, yes. I have a reporter Barbie, and my granddaughters have doctored Barbies, and leaning toward careers that would be really focused and interesting in the sciences. But I love this. There's no way I can code. I'm not even sure what that means.
I know that it's an option. I used to roll my eyes when people were like, oh, the dolls are teaching everyone what they should be when they grow up. And I used to think there was nothing to it. But I see it now that if you only have so many things to look for as examples when you're a kid, and if you don't have something that tells you I can be a coder, I can be a scientist, I can be whatever I want to be, it's hard to envision yourself doing that.
In fact, I just decided I'll get one of those dolls and learn to code.
That's right, it'll
Then I won't
teach you
be
as
so
well.
embarrassed around other people.
We can all learn. All right, we're going to check out our mid-morning forecast, and when we come back, some great things that Suncoast teachers are doing on their summer vacation.
So we're looking at quiet conditions across the Suncoast currently, and I think that's pretty much the way we're going to stay. We have a northeasterly wind flow drawing down dry air across our region, which will provide us with a less than average rain chance again today. The dry air comes from the periphery of Tropical Storm Cyclone Chris. And that drier air is a result of the sinking air around the edges of the thunderstorm activity of that system. So the dry air moves in, reduces our rain chances at mid-levels, keeps us hot and dry again today. Eventually, a little slug of moisture coming up from the south and a high-pressure ridge building in from the west will provide us with a little bit better chance of a southerly wind flow that'll help increase our moisture and our rain chances. We'll look for mostly sunny conditions today, mostly dry this afternoon. Better weekend rain chances, though, as all of those systems sort of come together. For today, daytime high will top out at around 92.
3 Sarasota County teachers have a great story for what they did over the summer vacation. They just came back from South Africa, where the Education Foundation of Sarasota County partnered with the Good Work Foundation and local teachers to support a digital learning campus. We welcome Jennifer Vine. She is the president of the Education Foundation. Samantha Cataline. She is the Spanish and drama teacher at Philippi Shores Elementary School. And also Jennifer Willis. She's a first grade teacher at Philippi Shores Elementary School. Wow, what a summer you've had. Jennifer, why did the Education Foundation decide to send teachers to South Africa?
Yeah, so we felt it was really important for us to send the teachers to South Africa, really for a couple of reasons. The first reason really is we live in an increasingly small world, and one that really needs to be more interconnected with one another. And so given that these teachers are from Philippi Shores Elementary, which is an international baccalaureate world school, we thought no better way for them to have the opportunity to really give that global awareness and connectivity with teachers and students from across the world. And then probably even equally as important is really the value that we have to amplify teachers in our community. We know that the work that they do is increasingly hard, very challenging, and anything that we can do to amplify their value and give them opportunities that empower them, enrich them, and fulfill them, we're going to do very intentionally.
Well, that was a great choice. So what did you do while you were there?
What didn't we do? We had the opportunity to work with the Good Works Foundation at their main satellite campus and working with the interns and in equal partnership. We learned from them, they learned from us to facilitate small group digital learning. And the work we did was just amazing.
Empowering. So 4th and 5th grade students come to this campus one time a week, and they work with facilitators on digital learning, which they don't have access to. And they've had this since 2010, and since this occurred, their test scores have gone up 30%.
Oh,
so
my
it's
goodness.
really working, and they're setting up digital learning campuses in different parts of rural South Africa to access more students.
What impressed you guys the most that you saw over there?
Their openness, their love, their just, they wanted eagerness. They just wanted to learn everything. They would lean in as we taught. They would take in. They were so humble with so little.
And so happy.
And so happy.
They were so grateful for every single second. They never let anything go. They were so engaged the whole entire time, even though they were hungry and had to travel really far. They gave it their all every single second. It was amazing.
And you went into local communities, and you brought something back with you.
Yes. Well, we brought our outfits back, and we also brought Zigzag with us while we went and took pictures around South Africa. And you can go on to the Education Foundation's website of Sarasota and look at some pictures of him, and then the interns gave us a zebra to take back to the United States.
So Zigzag has a friend.
Yes, and his name is Adube, which means zebra in the Zulu language.
Oh, what about the local communities? Were you impressed with them?
We were, our eyes
were open for sure, because it's quite,
Yes.
they're quite rural.
It's very different. The schools, you know, have line desk with 45 to 80 kids in each classroom.
Per one teacher.
Oh,
And it was very cold inside the classrooms. Teachers brought blankets for the children, and the teacher just kind of stands at the front of the room and just kind of tries to
Manage.
teach. And we went into a lot of schools, and only one teacher out of all of them said that she tried to do small groups so she could access all her students and give them individual learning, but only one teacher out of all the schools.
So what did you bring back that you can share in your classroom? How will this change what you teach?
For ours to continue, for myself to have a growth mindset, to want to change and work with our students and our staff as well, because we got to work with the interns on just, as Jennifer said, how small our world actually is. We were all the way in Africa, but yet I felt like we were still so connected, and that's what GWF has brought with the digital learning. So definitely to keep that connect with our interns through Skype calls, through making up new brain breaks and fun things that we can videotape and send over more adventures with Zigzag, and just an openness and willingness to always never lose that joy of learning with my students and with my coworkers.
Well, that's a pretty good payoff. And this will pay off for all Sarasota County students, right, Jennifer?
It absolutely will. And so we actually look at this as one community where we're piloting this program with these incredible teachers, but even more so than just what are they going to take back to their classroom, it's also what are they going to share in the community. And so we're super excited to see where those opportunities will lie.
We are too. Thank you guys so much. We envy you. What a great thing. What a wonderful summer. And for more information about this incredible summer and what they learned and some of their pictures, you can go to the Education Foundation of Sarasota County website. It is edfoundationsrq.org. Next, we got to spend some time together this weekend. We'll show you what we did.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
So keeping our mouths shut on this show is very, very difficult, and we've been doing it from you since the weekend because we've been dying to share with you what we were up to. As many of you know, Linda is celebrating a milestone birthday coming up later this week, but we decided to celebrate a little early. Linda, I will let you tell everybody what happened in your neighborhood this weekend.
Well, I've never had a birthday party in my life. My birthday is actually July 11th. And so some of my family came to town and they said, and we're leaving Monday. And I thought, you're leaving before my birthday? You didn't even stay for my birthday? And my daughter said I couldn't come over to her house Saturday at all because her boss was coming by. And I thought, that's kind of weird on a Saturday, but okay. And Joey made me come out to do a promo, but I didn't get to talk. And then...
So it was all quite disappointing, but there is a very good reason.
Yes. And then I go to my daughter's house. I think it's going to be only the kids and family, and there's a house full of people for a surprise birthday party. Of course, I'd gone home and changed clothes first.
So our job was to get you out of your house and looking beautiful. So the only way we knew how to do that was to create a television appearance.
Yes. And there wasn't one. It was a fake.
So we made a photo
It was
shoot.
so I would have on nice clothes, but I went home and changed those nice clothes and put on other clothes. But my best friends in the world were there from California and Arizona, my sister from Georgia, my stepdaughter from South Carolina, you guys, all of you guys, all the people, so many people that I've worked with here at ABC7 through the years, so many people. It was just like my whole life was right before me. It was like it played out right before my eyes.
The house was filled with so much love. And you know, everybody loves Linda. We all love you. And so many of the people were there. You know, you need a huge house to get everybody in there that loves you. But when you opened that door and you saw each person, you saw the love come from you. It was one of the sweetest moments, I think.
agree.
You know, it was hard not to tear up a little bit.
The people all through my life, from the my sister was there from the beginning, and I would look at one face, and it was like my life story. It was like I'd open the door to heaven.
And we got to watch your face as you know, you saw each person.
Those are the Yaya sisters.
Those are Jane and Cindy from California. They flew a long time to get here. Look at that. That's
and we got to meet them.
Met the Yayas.
Yeah, finally.
And
Those
feel
are
like
the
we already
Yayas.
know you.
I've known them since I was 20. We've been in television together all these years. And can I say who my surprise guest was?
Yes, then we had another surprise.
Oh my goodness, Bo Beth showed up. Oh my gosh, it was
reunited.
It was fabulous to see her,
and you know, we haven't seen her in several months, and it was like we saw her that morning. It was just, we were back together again. And she does like Atlanta, but she says it's not the feeling of family that we had here. But that will go down as probably the happiest day of my life when everybody that you love is all gathered in one spot. And it was just pure joy. And we just had a wonderful time. Sarasota catering, did the catering, right, Joey? So my daughter didn't have to do all the work, and this good-looking guy named Lance was there.
Your daughter did a wonderful job. This was a year in the making. We have known about it for months and months and months. The Yaya sisters have known about it since last year.
And your daughter will actually be with us later this week, and we're going to go into some of the other stories that went into it.
There's side stories.
You know, we almost blew it a few times, so we'll hear some more of the behind the scenes.
No idea.
And the birthday is still ahead this week.
I wonder why I'm so easy to lie to.
Lots more we're celebrating. All right, coming up next, after a great weekend of partying, we need to learn a new workout, and there's one in town called F45. We'll explain.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions. Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
The skills you develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment that will give you a leg up in the civilian world. Learn critical leadership skills and to be part of a team. Serve your community and your country part-time while earning money for an education. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves him green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We are in the kitchen with Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange, and we're making summer blends,
yes,
right?
We're going to use some of our summer blends. We're going to make a crisp coastal salad and an Italian sausage and broccolini plate.
Oh, this sounds very, very good. Yes. Well, let's get ready to eat while these other people get in shape over there. Okay, guys, let's see you do it.
All right, Linda. Well, when it comes to achieving our fitness goals, our own personal willpower is often the greatest hurdle. Well, a new gym in Sarasota believes a sense of community will change all of that. F45 is a new fitness studio opening in downtown Sarasota that focuses on a team training atmosphere. Here to show us how it works is head trainer Samantha Cosner. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So F45, we're excited that it's opening in downtown Sarasota.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is. What does the name stand for?
So F stands for functional. So everything that we do has a focus on strong core, strong balance, and total body movement. So recruiting the right muscles at the right time.
Okay, I need that. And what about the number?
The 45 stands for the 45 minutes that our workout lasts.
Okay, so we're talking 45-minute classes or fitness workouts.
Yep.
And how often, what's the model? How often are we working versus resting?
Usually, I would say it's either 2 to 1, 3 to 1, or 4 to 1. So you get very, very minimal rest, and that keeps your heart rate up. So HIIT training is the best known type of training for fat loss, but it's actually, this is not very well known, but it's very good for muscle building as well.
And HIIT is high intensity?
High intensity interval training, that's right. That's the timing. So that's long work periods and short breaks.
So this could be a nice answer for those of us that maybe are resting a little bit too long at the gym but not seeing results. Is this a new workout?
It's not new, actually. So the program itself is 4 years old. It started in Australia, and it's making its way to 36 different countries all over the world. We're 1,300 studios strong now.
Wow. And coming right here to Sarasota.
That's right.
I understand that tech figures a lot into the fitness program.
Yeah. So we are pretty tech heavy. So there's a lot of exercise TVs that show you the exact movements that we're doing for that day, and those stay during the workout. So you really see the cueing while you're working out. So if you forget what you're supposed to be doing, you can look at the TVs always and see what's going on, as well as the heart rate technology that's optional. So it's a good thing to have that heart rate technology for the clients and for myself. It's good to push yourself to see that back there. It's an optional technology, but it's actually really cool.
Oh, that's great. That's great, especially for some of us that need a little extra
push.
focus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just got a chance to see what it looks like when you are in one of your studios, but you've kind of offered to recreate one of the workouts right here.
Yeah,
so let's get started with Will.
Right. So the first exercise that we're going to do is the kettlebell swing. This is a favorite of F45. So you have a wider stance, both hands on the kettlebell. You're going to start with the hinge back, and then all the power comes from your hips and your legs, ending with that kettlebell right at about shoulder height. Your arms are passive for this movement, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. The next one that we have is the ice skater.
Yes.
So this one we're jumping side to side, opposite arm, opposite leg. So you're landing on this foot, this hand comes up. The other option here is to step and curtsy lunge behind you, okay?
Speaking of those options, is this workout, I mean, can anyone come,
Yes.
beginners and more advanced?
Absolutely. This is all ability levels. All of our trainers are very well versed in modifying, suiting it to you and your needs and your ability levels. So yeah, great
So
question.
that modification like you just gave me is something that someone could do if they were having issues. Great.
Any joint issues, any ability issues, anything.
Well, Steph has no mobility issues, but she
And she has a sledgehammer. That's a good way to start the week.
Yes, it is. All right, so you're going to be on sledgehammer tree chop. So both hands on the sledgehammer, split grip. This top hand palm faces up, nice and close to the head. Bottom hand faces down. You're going to come behind you. Use your core and your arms to stop it right at about belly button height, okay?
Got it.
All right. There
All
you
right,
go.
so you're going to start our circuit. You'll keep an eye on us.
Yes.
And here we go.
All right, guys. Ready, set, go.
How many people are typically in a class, Sam?
Our max class size is 27 clients, so we have a lot of room and a lot of access. Everybody's doing something different at all times. Good work. Keep your core nice and tight. Functional training.
All right.
Beautiful. Nice work. Good swing.
So we would typically be doing this for
20 seconds,
Okay.
and then you would have 10 seconds to rest and move to the next station.
Okay, so I love that because if you get one that you particularly hate, it's only 20 seconds.
That's right.
Because I saw those evil ropes in that video.
or one that you look a little bit like a fool on.
The Tampa Bay Lightning's coming for you. All right, let's switch it up. Let's rotate stations.
Okay. Rotate.
Yeah, so now you're on the ice skaters. You're over here on the kettlebell swing. So, right, ready guys? Are we set?
Yes.
Nice little rest. Okay, ready, set, go.
All right, Sam, I'm going to try and talk to you as
All right,
I'm
here we go. This is the
hammering
true
a
test
sledge
of
here.
fitness.
But how often do the workouts change?
Every day is different. Every single day, yep.
So meaning that different exercises that are available change too?
That's right. We have over 3,000 exercises. It's actually closer to 4,000 exercises now. Every day is different. The timing changes. It's different every day.
Also, so I'm never going to be doing the same thing twice.
You might.
7 days a week?
6 days a week. We don't have class on Sundays just yet, but we will eventually.
Awesome.
Yep. Nice work. Good form. Nice.
All right.
All right, should we switch again? Let's change
do
it
one
up.
more.
Nice little rest period. Let's keep our heart rates up.
All right.
Switch it up, guys.
So as we get into this last one, I know that you have a fitness challenge coming up.
Yes, we do.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. We have the 8-week challenge coming up. Good form. It's a transformation challenge. So it's 8 weeks long. You can focus either on fat loss, muscle building, or both. Okay. And then we have cash prizes for the person in first place for males and females. It's $1,000 cash prize. So it's a pretty big deal. We're really
that motivates me.
Yeah, money motivator. Good
right.
form. Nice work. All right, let's rest. Nice job, guys.
Right.
We're very good at that. All right, well, we will dive into another circuit after we get a little bit of a I got a little bit of a
You got to catch your breath here. I do like the fact that it's so quick moving.
Yeah,
Because again, if you
definitely.
get stuck with something that's hard on anything for any reason, you're moving on. Heart rate's up. We have a lot of short attention spans, so this is perfect for us.
I do like someone that's just going to tell me exactly what to do when I get to the gym.
That's
one
right.
of the complaints. I don't want to make any decisions. So you don't have to make any decisions except if you're going to decide to join. F45, they're starting a new team challenge, like Sam mentioned, on July 16th. 8 weeks, prizes for improvements, nutritional guidance, and you'll get fitness scans. For more information, go to f45training.com/Sarasota. Woo! Next, we're going to lighten things up and laugh with some improv.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Ray Collins. Today at noon, federal judge Brett Kavanaugh will make the rounds today on Capitol Hill. We'll tell you how President Trump's Supreme Court nominee is being received. And an emotional homecoming for some young missionaries from Manatee County. This Bradenton church group was stranded in Haiti for 2 days amid some violent protests. Let's check the Tuesday forecast now from John Scalzi.
Well, again, Chris is a partial driver of our weather. Spinning around, it's dry air on the periphery of the storm, driven into Florida by a northeast wind. That keeps us on the dry side of average once again today. Eventually, we'll see a high-pressure ridge build into the Gulf that'll provide us a more southerly flow of air and a little trough of low pressure increasing moisture across the southern tip of the state, all adding up together to bring us a little bit better rain chances. But not today. Today, we stay dry with a daytime high in the 90s for many hours and only a 10% rain chance.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault and you're struggling to pay your bills while your case is dragging on, that's where Oasis Financial comes in. Only Oasis has Oasis Express Cash that can get you from $500 to $25,000 in as little as 24 hours, faster than anyone else. There's no risk and no out-of-pocket cost.
It was so simple. I made one phone call. Oasis was able to give me the money within 24 hours.
To pay for my electric bill, my rent, and my groceries for my children.
And even if you end up losing your case, Oasis lets you keep the money. So there's absolutely no risk to you. You don't have to worry about repaying Oasis.
If I had lost my case, then I wouldn't be responsible for paying the money back. And that was a blessing.
Oasis, they killed it, man. They helped me out. They gave me my life back.
See how much money you can get before your case settles. Call Oasis Financial, because life moves faster than your case. 1-800-874-8185. 1-800-874-8185.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
Get local news and information from the team you trust. Like ABC 7 WWSB on Facebook to stay connected to the Suncoast.
This weekend marks the 10th anniversary of the Sarasota Improv Festival at Florida Studio Theater. Now, it sells out every year, and it attracts improv troupes from across the country and around the globe. Our guest host, FST Director of Improv, Will Luera, is joined today by two of his improv comedians, Rebecca Harp and Elise Rodriguez. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
So we've been talking about the festival as a whole,
Yes.
but there are a lot of different varying levels of improv and different styles.
Mhm.
So FST Improv, the home troupe, is known for playing all different sorts of games.
Right, yeah. When I first came on board, we did a lot of short form. What's known as short form are games popularized through Whose Line Is It Anyway? Very short 2 to 3 minute games where the audience comes up and participates. We still do that most of the year. However, we've also started to dabble in long form comedy, so where we take one suggestion and run for about an hour, 75 minutes. And also we started to dabble in free form as well, which is a style that I created in Boston and brought down to Sarasota.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So for someone that's just kind of getting their feet wet as an improv audience member, what's kind of a nice attitude to bring in when you're seeing your first improv show?
So the first thing I always tell our audience is that we are not there to make you look bad. In fact, we want to make you look like the star. A lot of times improv audience members think that we're going to be there to make fun of them. That's the last thing we want to do. We want you to be the star of the show. However, if you don't want to say anything, you don't need to say anything. There are games where you just stay silent, and we're just going to use you to help physicalize some of the scenes. In fact, one of the games that we're going to be doing today will be exactly that.
Conveniently,
yes.
that is the game that you brought. So set up the game that we're about to see.
Okay, the name of this game is Puppets. Okay, now this is great. Again, like I said, sometimes an audience member does not want to say anything. They're a little too shy. So in this case, our two audience members, okay, will be coming up. You don't need to say a word. All you need
We're
to
shy.
all you need to do is help move our two actors around. Now, they will be saying all of the dialogue in the scene, but you will need to be moving them around. So, for example, if you want them to step forward, you tap the back of their legs, okay? If you want them to raise their arms, you'll do that. If you want them to move their heads, you'll do this, okay? However, sometimes our audience members do forget these are human beings, okay?
No.
So they still only bend in certain directions, all right? And if they fall over, they might get hurt. So just be mindful of that. Now, one thing I like to do with this game as well is to do something that is highly physical, okay, like in real life, something that is highly physical. So Stephanie, what is something that's highly physical that you enjoy doing, a hobby, an activity of some sort?
Playing tennis.
Playing tennis, great, perfect. So this scene will be about playing tennis, okay, and I'll also layer on a relationship for them. We'll say that it is a coach-student, okay, and I'll put even more on. Let's say that it's a parent and their child, all right, along with the coach-student relationship. All right, now you will be moving their bodies around.
This is the student?
We'll see what they say.
We don't know yet.
And when I say go, we will begin this scene about playing tennis. The name of the game is Puppets. We begin.
It's so hot.
Nancy?
It's so hot, I can't stand myself.
Listen, we talked about this over and over again. The heat is only going to make you a better performer.
You should stop moving that much.
Embrace
You're gonna sweat more.
Embrace it. Just
embrace it. Okay, you know, you're right. I'm
Not
in.
to mention, last time we played in the middle of the afternoon in Florida, you passed out on me.
Listen.
And I was the one that carried you home.
Don't do that to me, okay? You can't make fun of me like that. Please, Mom, look at me, I'm distressed.
It's Coach Mom. It's Coach Mom.
Coach Mom.
We talked about it.
Yes, of course.
Don't turn your back on me.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm here now.
Lori,
yeah?
We talked about that.
You're such a good mom.
Thank you.
And you're a good coach.
Thank you.
You know what?
Thank you.
I want to give you a hug,
Thank
Mom.
you.
Let's hug. I really want to get there, Mom. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Wow,
that's hard.
Wow. Linda was caught up in the action. She was giving full facial expressions.
I like when you made Elise turn her back on Mom. That was a little.
I'm like, I want to get there.
I love this. So, Will, this is one example of what people might see. Explain to us how the festival is set up if you want to see one show or the whole thing.
Sure, we have a variety of different passes. Now, you could buy tickets to just one show. Say you want to see the FSC Improv Troupe or your favorite group out of Boston or Texas, etc. You can buy a ticket to that show. You can also buy a single day pass, right? So all day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a full weekend pass. They're all available on our website, FloridaStudioTheater.org.
And they go so fast, so don't wait. If you think you want to see something, get your tickets right away. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Two of the very funny ladies from FST Improv. You can see the festival July 12th through the 14th for times and tickets, all the different events going on, plus workshops. You can go to FloridaStudioTheater.org. Coming up next, we want to hear from you on this season's most talked about show on ABC.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now, we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Everybody can make something.
because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
All right, you know when you love a show and you love it, you love to talk about it, but there's no one at work that you can talk about it with. Well, our producer, Kaylee, is our resident Bachelorette expert, and she doesn't have any of us to talk to about it. Luckily, she's been talking to you, our viewers. So if you've been following Kaylee's weekly recap of The Bachelorette, you're gonna wanna read her recap, which is out now. And now we did realize that some of you don't necessarily watch it Monday nights, you watch it the next night. So we won't give you any spoilers right now, but you have an opportunity. You can chat with Kaylee about it. Right after today's show, Kaylee will be going live on Facebook. You can dish with her about your favorite contestant, who went home, and you can. She'll be thrilled because she'll have someone else to dish with.
Finally, Kaylee, finally.
That'll be today, Tuesday at 10 a.m. Go to Suncoast View on Facebook. All right, you can also find her recap on suncoastview.com. You can find us in the kitchen. We're heading into the kitchen with Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie Webb. Coming up today at noon, the Thailand rescues continue throughout the day. We're going to have an update on the health of those teens that have been coming out of the cave this morning. And I'm going to tell you just where this gator was spotted swimming on a Gulf beach. Ugh. Right now, let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
Yeah, Chamber of Commerce not fond of that one. We're looking at northwest wind coming in at about 10 knots today, becoming more northerly this evening. Light chop, 2-foot seas. Nice day on the waters. We're looking for a daytime high that tops out warm, about 90 or better for at least 4 or 5 hours this afternoon. That means not much rainfall, or else we'd break that heat. So only a 10% chance of rainfall later this afternoon. And then as we glide into the evening, we'll look for temperatures dropping into the 80s. And overnight tonight, probably wake up tomorrow morning with temperatures in the 70s. Again, very little chance of rainfall tomorrow.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, and you're struggling to pay your bills while your case is dragging on, that's where Oasis Financial comes in. Only Oasis has Oasis Express Cash that can get you from $500 to $25,000 in as little as 24 hours, faster than anyone else. There's no risk and no out-of-pocket cost.
It was so simple. I made one phone call. Oasis was able to give me the money within 24 hours.
To pay for my electric bill, my rent, and my groceries for my children.
And even if you end up losing your case, Oasis lets you keep the money, so there's absolutely no risk to you. You don't have to worry about repaying Oasis.
If I had lost my case, then I wouldn't be responsible for paying the money back. And that was a blessing.
Oasis, they killed it, man. They helped me out. They gave me my life back.
See how much money you can get before your case settles. Call Oasis Financial, because life moves faster than your case. 1-800-874-8185. 1-800-874-8185.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Coming up Wednesday morning at 9 on Suncoast View, our Fun Money Mom is back. She also has great ideas to keep the kids entertained at the beach for the summer. Definitely could use some help there. The Players is going to preview their new musical review. It's called Tops from Flops. So that's basically songs that you know and love from shows that didn't quite cut it. So a lot of music we're going to recognize. Our society photographer Cliff Rolls will guest host with us, and Metro Diner will be in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here with Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange. So what are we making today?
We're going to do our crisp coastal salad that has a habanero sugar, our coastal blend, some nice fresh ingredients, and then we're going to do a sausage and broccolini bake.
All right.
Now, I will say though that the recipe calls for broccolini. I went to 2 supermarkets. Something's going on with broccolini, so we have broccoli.
All right.
Yes.
It'll work. You can sub it.
You can improvise.
Okay, so
yes.
Do we do some cooking then first?
Yeah, so we'll go ahead, Linda, if you want to chop the leeks.
Okay.
These are, we have 2 nice leeks there.
Is there a secret to chopping?
Yeah, chop them kind of thinly.
Oh, look at Will's face. He's a good cook. Will is an excellent cook, and he's saying, oh, what's wrong with that woman?
So you're going to slice those, and we're going to add them into the pan with some olive oil.
Are they thin enough?
Yeah, that'll work.
That's a dangerous job if you go thinner. She may lose a fingernail.
More?
No, that'll work. That'll be just fine.
I'll cut this one.
I think he's taking over.
He's taking over. Will's a good sous chef.
So now the recipe calls for fennel, garlic, salt, and some red pepper flakes. So instead of all the different ingredients, we're going to use our pirate spice.
I love this.
Which has almost everything already in it.
Perfect.
Yes.
So much easier when you don't have to get out the 8 spices when you might not even have them
That's right. And you can go ahead, if you want to even chop the broccoli a little bit more, we'll add that in. I'm going to start to put in some of the pirate spice. Now this is hot. It has scotch bonnet, daddle, all different kinds of peppers.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it has the fennel, cumin, and coriander as well.
Smell the
so it gives it a nice flavor. And then we're going to use our Italian street fare with the sausage. So it gives it that smoky kind of.
I love your blends. Your custom blends in the store are fantastic.
Well, we make them all. I mean, we make them all in the store. We're always, dehydrating fruit, grinding peppercorns. So we put a lot of love into our products. That's perfect. You can go ahead and throw those in.
All right. Do all of this.
And we'll let these saute a bit. And we can start with the salad over here.
Give me some instructions here.
Okay, so we've already put the spring mix in there.
Okay.
So you can start with slicing some of the cucumber.
Okay, and I see you're doing it at an angle a little bit here.
Yeah, make it a little fancy.
Oh, okay.
And I usually cut them in half from there too to make it a
absolutely.
little bit more manageable.
Yeah.
They're very thin, Stephanie. Good job.
Yeah. See?
My feelings were hurt. You said my leeks were too fat.
And I actually quarter them to make them manageable usually.
Yeah.
Them be bite-sized.
Yeah, then you don't have to feel awkward.
And
okay, into the bowl.
Yeah, and then you can slice the corn off the cob. So we made some fresh corn.
Okay.
And then I cooled it, and you'll just slice it off.
Okay, now I find this tricky. Are there any hints to this, or do you just hold real still?
You just, just like that. And it's very easy.
Growing up, my cousin had braces, and this is how she always had to eat corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Well, and if corn is in a recipe, this is by far the best way to get it, is to get the good stuff off the cob.
I think they have some fancy gadgets for it, but I actually like chopping my vegetables.
Sometimes
I
those
think
fancy gadgets are hard to use.
They are.
Well, and you have a fancy gadget here. What is it?
For the avocado.
Okay.
So you can cut it, and then you use this to pull the pit out, and then this slices
Oh, now
it.
see, I pull the pit out by stabbing it with a knife.
I'm sure you do.
This is much easier. I actually have one of these at home. I got from you, and I love it.
Yeah?
Really?
Good. Okay, Joey, if you want to start making the dressing,
okay.
So this is kind of key with the salad, is we already have olive oil in there.
Okay.
The little bottle right there in front of you is a orange balsamic.
Ooh.
So it calls for an apple cider.
That's
But this really,
Go
yes,
ahead
you can dump it all in there.
Yes.
And then we have our habanero sugar, which is in the
Okay.
small ramekin there. So that's going to add some heat, of course, and
Also
some
one of
sweetness.
your blends, I know, because I
Yep.
have this one.
Yeah, we have about 12 different flavored sugars now. They're all organic and they naturally infused.
Okay.
And that's our coastal.
What is in here? This is delicious.
That has garlic, salt, chives, shallots.
Dill, I smell the dill.
And you said it makes a great dip with
It
like a
makes it-
Greek yogurt.
I can
Exactly. A great dip, and yeah, just whisk that up.
Well, and this is such a great time of year to enjoy all the vegetables, everything at the markets, to get your vegetables in you with some great spice
Right.
blends on them too. Now, Will's got sausage there. Do we add that in?
Yes, so we can go ahead and add the sausage.
All right,
Now the
yeah.
sausage is already baked, and I did soak it a little bit in some white wine to add a little bit more
I
flavor.
like the way you think.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 2 different recipes going here, both of which you will be able to find online. But go visit Spice and Tea Exchange and Paulette on St. Armand's Circle. Lots of great spice blends, but also great recipe ideas. You're never wondering what to do with the blends, and some great summer flavors. All right, Will, great to see you.
Thank you. Good
Good
to
luck
see
with
you
the
too.
big improv festival.
Thank
We know
you.
it'll be wonderful, and great to see all of you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.